Russos brand family. We are family.
Alterna TV.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Alterna TV. As always, I'm your host, Brandon Stransky. Don't really have that many subjects to talk about today, but what I do have to talk about is probably gonna take a bit of time. Gonna kind of get through into some stuff, some of the stuff I'm probably gonna kind of just get out there, and what's been bothering me and my feelings towards professional wrestling and the state of it nowadays. Some of the people in it, the people who are fans of it now. We'll get into all that, but first I just kind of want to get into, I don't want to get too much into this because it's kind of really pissing me off. What's going on down at the border with children being separated from their families. It's just a big, terrible mess. Our immigration system is a complete and total joke. It needs reformed. It needs to be streamlined. More power needs to be given to the states. Needs to be made more efficient and just incentivized in a way that we encourage people that are productive to come over, and we just need to be better. This is bad. We shouldn't be doing this. I have my ideas on how we can get this fixed. Honestly, shouldn't have ever made it this far. It's been a joke. It's ridiculous. We need to fix it. Like I said, I have my ideas, but that'd be another show for another day. But it sucks. I don't care really about the law. What's legal, what's illegal. I always go back to this. In America, 200 years ago, it was legal to own human beings in this country as slaves. It was also illegal to help these human beings escape slavery and get to freedom. I don't take legal and illegal as gauges of morality. We've learned from time and time again, legal does not equal right, illegal does not equal wrong. Those two terms do not always match up with morality, as we're learning here as well. Anyway, the big thing I want to talk about today is a lot of what I've been feeling towards the business as of late. I think my big problem is that I haven't been doing too much to vocalize it. I'm kind of keeping it in, letting it fester, letting it kind of eat at me, and I just need to get this out. I hate where the wrestling business is at. I think it absolutely sucks. I think the mainstream products suck. I think the majority of fans, like your average adult wrestling fan, and I'm not saying all of them, but for the most part, are just terrible, awful human beings with senses of entitlement where they think that everybody should bow down, kiss their ass, give them exactly what they want, and if they don't get that, they think they have the right to treat the performers, the talent, other on-air talent, the people who write the show, put it together, treat them like absolute freaking garbage, and it just sickens me. And the problem is you actually have the companies encourage this. WWE especially, when they actually put "This is awesome" chants in their commercials for their online shop zone or their internet store. I can't stand these dirt sheet writers who have somehow managed to take the reins and control the direction where the business is going. These cretins, these marks, these super fans who never matured mentally past the age of 12 somehow know somehow able to tell people how to wrestle a match, how to build a match, how to promote a show, how to put a card together, how to book a show, and yet they've never done any of these things in their life, and people are listening to them and taking their words as gospel, and now the people in the business have the ear of the people in the business, and they're pushing their direction, and it's just, it frustrates me because I am someone who has put in 10 years of my life into the wrestling business. I traveled up and down the roads. I don't know how many times I've taken bumps in that ring. I hurt every day. My knees and back kill me every day for the work that I put into this business. And now I have guys like Dave Meltzer, Ryan Satin, Brian Alvarez, Wade Keller thinking they know better and they can run the business and push it in the direction they want to go to. When if you look at the numbers, attendance is down. Ratings are down. House show attendance has been cut in 75% in the last 18 years. How do you guys know what the fuck you're doing? Yeah, they make it over in Japan because those people still think that shit's real. Sorry, I get very passionate about this because I do take this personal because I have devoted so much of my life. I've devoted my body to this, and I have to hurt every day and listen to these little... Sorry. It's tough, man. It's really hard for me to sit here and watch what the wrestling business has become. Watch the people that are in it, the people that are at the top, the people that are directing this, that are in charge of the direction of where it's going. It's insulting to me. I take it personally. I hate where it's going, and it needs to change. Honestly, and I really hope, and I think what's going to happen, this is my prediction of what I think is going to end up happening. The WWE is continuing to cater to the same internet marks that all these other indie companies in New Japan are also catering towards. Here's the thing: if they can, they're now starting to piss these fans off, and these fans are starting to realize, oh wait a minute, we don't have to watch you anymore. We can watch New Japan on the regular. We can go to these other indie companies. We can watch these streams. We can go to YouTube and watch whatever we want. We don't need you anymore. And since you guys have shrank that pie down to those fans, I can see a situation where the WWE is going to get back into a corner and realize that they need to get back to what they were doing, go back to the foundation of what actual professional wrestling is. Whereas the matches look like a conflict between two people who don't like each other and are trying to win, instead of a bunch of geeky marks who think that putting a match together where you're clearly working together, exposing the business, putting on an acrobatic stunt show, so a bunch of internet marks who've never wrestled a match in their life, never taken a bump in their life, can give you 5 stars and go, "Did you got them?" I hope and pray that's what WWE... I really hope that's what the WWE does for the sake of the business, for the sake of a good, entertaining product. Otherwise, it's going to just be a niche market where the only people who cares are 30, 40, 50-year-old men who jerk off to Johnny Gargano's abs. That's where I see wrestling going if it doesn't change. And it needs to change, and it needs to change now. I'm not saying that there's any... Now, don't get me wrong when I kind of go on this, because there is very clearly a market for that product, as we can see. All In, sold out. New Japan, you know, they sell out. From my understanding, I wouldn't say, I don't know the exact numbers, but I hear they do very well when they have been coming over here. There's products that are drawing and are making money and able for guys to make a living, and I am very happy about that happens. But the thing is that these guys don't understand is that style of wrestling, that particular type of product, only sells to a small audience. There is a ceiling, there is a level that you're not going to go beyond. Yet these guys think that it's the be-all, end-all, because they got these guys who, once again, have never wrestled a match, let alone never taken a bump, let alone wrestled a match in their lives, somehow knowing better than the people who have how the business works, and this needs to stop. That's about all I really got to say on that. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all next time.